Hey everyone, welcome back. We promised you we would be here, and we are here. I know the news by now, of course.
It's old, right?
Yeah, it's old, but
So-
it's not even a question of it being old. It's more like our opinions and stuff like that. I think the biggest thing with this Microsoft news, everybody, is of all the different, like, I don't want to say conferences. They're not really conferences, but like the live shows, not live shows. Wow, English. Of all the announcement videos and stuff, like the state of play that was just released a little while ago, and there were like a couple of other like announcements, Microsoft's felt like E3.
Yes, it did. Huge. They knocked it out of the park, which they kind of had to, right? Because like we've been talking about, they've been doing a lot of stuff, but where's the proof of the?
No, well, that's it.
Yeah, cake, whatever it's called.
Yeah. No, exactly. So. It was kind of cool, guys. Like I haven't watched one of those events in a while now and had that level of like, okay,
excitement.
Yeah, like you're watching and you're like, okay, yeah. Okay. You know what I mean? Like where you're like, yeah. And so there's tons of stuff. I think the best thing to do, we get the hardware out of the way. All the rumors were full of crap. So no portable or anything announced. I don't want to say I was disappointed by that, but it would have been cool. Like for me personally, it would have been cool. So tell the fine ladies and gentlemen what was announced.
So well, there was actually hardware talk, guys. There's 3 new console variants and upgrades for the Xbox Series X and S. So there was hardware talk, but unfortunately, like Jarrod said, nothing about a handheld. I too was kind of hoping for it, but I don't know. Sometimes rumors are real, sometimes rumors are fake. A lot of times, especially when they have mock-ups, it tends to be pretty big. Anyway, so there was console talk, just not what we were hoping for. It's just revisions, just like what they always do. Yep. Is if you don't have an Xbox Series X and S and you were waiting, now's definitely time to get those upgraded versions and not current.
Tell the people what they are, because they are special.
Oh, they are special, yes. And hold on.
Do you not know? Because I can reveal the news.
You do that.
Okay.
Because I see all the software, which I'm excited
about.
Okay,
no worries. Okay, so what they did is they basically announced an all-digital version of the X and S.
Yes.
Like, lowered the price points a bit, and then... at least I think they lowered the price points. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments about that. And then what they did is they basically, if I'm not mistaken, it was a 2 terabyte version of the disc version of the Xbox Series X. But the big news basically was you can now buy a Series X all digital version if you want. But what's so ironic with that is that, like, it's not really that ironic, actually, because now all games install, so it doesn't actually matter. The disc no longer matters with the size. Because what I was going to say is, it's kind of funny that the disc-based version is now the one with the 2 terabyte drive, not the digital one. But in the end, it doesn't really matter because all games install regardless, so there you go. But I did find that kind of funny that the one with the disc has the bigger hard drive when it's the digital one that would need it.
It would need it, yeah.
So anyway.
Especially... considering hard drive space, the new Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is rumored to be over 300.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's insane.
What the hell is that?
I mean, if you have a 2 terabyte drive, or if you don't have 1 terabyte drive, I think that's what 30% of your hard drive, right?
Dude,
2 terabytes.
The Steam Deck, the OG version of the Steam Deck, I think capped out at 512 gigabytes.
So you literally could install one big game, and that's it. But now this is what they're saying. It isn't official yet, or I think it's on their website is where they get the information. Microsoft put it there. So you wait until it's released, but it looks like it's going to be over. And that's insane. I mean, let's be honest. A lot of these AAA games, more and more, 150 gigs is pretty much standard now, right? That's... but the big production
300. I was really surprised when I heard that. I was like, good God. Like, anyway. So, okay. So the way we're going to do this, guys, Tim's got a list of all the games that were announced. we're gonna go through them like like you'll announce. We'll do like one at a time. If you have comments or whatever, we'll do the comments. You just announced. Well, you just spoke about a new Call of Duty. Personally, yep. I haven't played a Call of Duty in probably like 5-6 years, so I don't really care myself.
Oh,
but
well,
you?
I have actually never played a Call of Duty game because
well, there you go. So
you have to remember, like because I used to play a lot of MMOs, so that was my thing. But now with Call of Duty Black Ops 6, I'm probably going to play it because my friends play it. And I have Game Pass now, so it's not a game I would personally buy. But I mean, I actually do like first-person shooters and stuff like that. It's just I've never given Call of Duty a chance, and so now would be an opportunity to do so. Even though I got a 2 terabyte hard drive, man, this is going to take a good chunk of it.
So,
but anyways,
that's
I've never
important,
played it,
though. Tim, that's actually sorry, I didn't want to cut you off, but that's important. Do you know which ones are day and date of the list?
No, I don't have the date. Let's see. They don't really go over. A lot of this stuff is now, like Age of Mythology. They did give some release dates.
Oh, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. I meant more Game Pass. Like, do you know which ones are day one?
So yeah, all these games we're talking about here will be day one.
Okay.
Not every single one will be on Game Pass PC. Some will be on the console, but the bulk of what we're talking about today will be on what's it called? Game Pass PC and Game Pass Xbox Game Pass. I wish. You know, it's funny because they say Xbox Game Pass, which is the console, and Game Pass or the Game Pass PC is obviously the PC version. So Microsoft will list on their official documentation what it is. All these things, I believe, are what we're going to talk about today is Game Pass and Xbox together. Maybe there might be one or two that are or not, especially the ones that are more designed for kind of console gameplay. But the all these big boys are on a PC and your console. So, and one more thing, Jarrod, before we get into the list, you noticed they all have Game Pass PC day one, which is great. But none of these and I don't think any of these are exclusives to Xbox systems. I told you, Microsoft said, and even I think Sony said, even coming around to it, that exclusives are a thing of the past. So that's really good for your Sony fanboys out there. You guys are going to not, have to worry about it. But yeah. And I think Microsoft's smart because they realize why would you ever limit? Because Call of Duty, for instance, does extremely well on other platforms like PlayStation. Why would they ever lose that revenue? It's just not a good business sense, right?
Yeah, no, exactly.
But there will be some guys that are exclusive to Microsoft, but the bulk of them, they're not.
So I mean that is massive news. I mean, I saw the trailer and stuff, and I was like, all right, cool. But it's just I haven't played a Call of Duty in a long time.
Yeah.
And when I saw the title, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, I was like, my God! I think one of the last ones I played may have been Call of Duty Black Ops. Like the first one. So that's crazy.
What did you think of the series when you did? I've never played it, guys, so I can't give any feedback. No, I will be playing the new one.
I enjoyed it. I mean, I enjoyed it, but it was just, it got too much. Like, it was just way too much.
You have to be, those are type of games, if you're hyper competitive, you have to play it a lot, focus a lot on it, and that's why, I don't play. I love fighting games like I would love to play Street Fighter 6 that has a good story mode. It's just if you want to be competitive online, you have to be a sweat and try hard because you're just gonna get your ass handed to you. So those type of games, like when we were young in arcade days, yeah, that's different. But now it's like we don't focus on. Just saying, because it'd be interesting.
The big news with this was the fact that, again, it's like, day one of Game Pass. That's a big deal.
Huge deal, yeah.
And so that's going to be interesting. Like, as we go through this, that's going to be really friggin' interesting to see what does this do? Because Call of Duty is one of the highest selling video game series out there.
Yes, huge.
Exactly. So this is going to be interesting, people. This is going to be... Exactly. I'm really, really curious to see, does this explode the the numbers basically for Game Pass.
Well, Game Pass is actually doing really well. So you guys have to remember that too. If you're not on Game Pass, even before this announcement, it was still the best value for your dollar. But now, if you're going to be a Game Pass person, even one of my buddies is going to get it. There's just so much value. Because let me show just a quick thing. We're going to deviate. I'm not going to name the games by name, but here's some of the ones. These are mostly going to be $69.99 games. We don't have any confirmation on price yet, but let's admit. So on this list, I would buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least 7, 8, 9, 10. So already, not even finishing, just to give you guys at least 10 of these games that. Well, let me get my calculator out here, Jarrod.
It's not that hard. 10 times 69.
Yeah, 69 times 10. So you're looking at $690. I pay whatever the Xbox thing is a month. So that alone is way more cost per. For a year's subscription. That's more than a year's subscription. That's several years subscription worth. So I would get so much value. Now, Jarrod, I don't know about you. I'm not a completist. They're extremely rare. Do I sit there and play a game? I play it mostly for the story or co-op. If it's an online type game, it's infinite value. But I play, let's say, Fable game is coming. I might do some playthrough, like a good and evil playthrough, because just to see the difference in the story. But Fable, I'm not going to complete all the stuff. I'm not going to complete everything and all that kind of stuff. I just play it, get the bulk of the story, and I'm done. Yeah. Now, obviously, there's some people that are completists, so I am not the type of person to complete everything. So I'm going to get in other words, what I'm trying to say is I'm going to get a shit ton of value out of this, and I'm not going to sit and focus on one game, because there's some people who say, I'm a one-game person. Xbox Game Pass is horrible for me because I don't want to play more than one game. I'm a completist. I'm not like that. So some people are like that, but even if you are, you're still going to get even if you play 3 of these titles, you're still going to get a ton of value. But what about you, Jarrod? What are your thoughts before we get on to the rest of the list?
Well, just in general, like I was saying, I mean, I think it's going to be fascinating to follow along and just see how like what happens here. I'm really curious to see what happens now. Like just really, really, really curious. So that was Black Ops 6. I can't believe Black Ops 6. That blows my mind. You want to do top row like that type
I'll do
of thing?
The top row. You want to do this? Okay, so next up, and this one I cannot wait for because it looks really good. We actually saw gameplay during the footage. Well, actually, all the games got gameplay. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Guys, I used to be a very big Indiana Jones film. The last couple films were utter garbage, but that's beside the point. I grew up on Indiana Jones, one of my favorite movie series. The first was 3 were really good, I thought. Like I said, the Crystal Skull, and what was the last one? Was gettable. But anyways, I'm really looking forward to it. If you guys look at the footage, it literally feels like a movie. It feels like Indiana Jones, and I cannot wait for that. That going alone is worth Game Pass, in my opinion. But yeah, what about you, Jarrod? I know you probably Indiana Jones.
Of course. Anyone our age, anyone that's in our age range, you like Indiana Jones. I don't know anybody that is in my generation that was like, oh yeah, Indiana Jones, the worst. Like, I don't know anybody. And it's so funny. It's so funny, like being the age we're at and having gone through all these different, console generations and just the plethora of different like PC games and everything. And it's just so funny how like Tomb Raider was like inspired by Indiana Jones, and Indiana Jones had this huge, super successful adventure games like The Fate of Atlantis and stuff like that. That was a classic, man. And then
you would dare say that's the original Tomb Raider, right? If you think like, wasn't Laura Croft based on Indiana Jones?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
she was inspired by him. Yeah,
exactly. And then it like I felt like the mantle was passed to Uncharted. And Uncharted, I mean, it is Indiana Jones. It's literally Indiana Jones, except they up the comedy like crazy. And that's why like Uncharted is like one of my favorite franchises because it constantly reminds me of Indiana Jones. And then the new trilogy of Tomb Raider came out, which followed Uncharted's gameplay, right? Like, it felt very Uncharted, except, you know, being Tomb Raider. And now finally, we actually get an Indiana Jones game that's gonna, like, you know, play like these other games. And yeah, I'm so stoked. I have no idea how this game is going to perform, because for the younger generation, like, they don't know, you know, they don't have that same feeling we do of Indiana Jones.
Well, so, I think because Uncharted and Tomb Raider are very popular IPs, and they're this is the same kind of theme. I think hopefully the gameplay and the name will carry it, but unfortunately, it's been tarnished by those nasty movies.
That's why I'm going to be really, really curious. I mean, I'm there day one.
Oh, guaranteed, me too.
Yeah,
yes. Can't wait.
Yeah, can't wait.
We'll see, guys. Let us know in the comments what you guys, if you're looking forward to any of these games, but especially Indiana Jones. It'd be nice to hear your feedback. Now, the big, I think probably one of the biggest. There's another couple too, by the way, but this is definitely one of the biggest. Gears of War E-Day. Now, what's important about E-Day? E-Day, if you followed the series, is when everything hit the fan. So it's kind of like, if I understand, it's like a prequel to everything.
It is.
So, guys, that's huge. E-Day is like a huge event or thing in the lore. So we're actually going to experience the beginning of Gears of War, and this is going to be huge. You saw the footage; it looks amazing. It's great to have this series back, and this is going to be a huge one, guys. This, I think, is going to be more so carrying Game Pass than the Call of Duty, because Call of Duty is Call of Duty, but this one is, I think, is one of the big heavy hitters of the showcase that Microsoft announced. There's some other ones too, but this one was the one that brought the big smile to my face, because I did play the original Gears of War. I never stuck with it because I didn't keep up with consoles, and, you know, I'm more of a PC guy. But now we don't have to worry about it, because, well, there's technically Gears of War on PC. You know, they're old news. It's not new. So this, I will be there back to the roots and go back to, because I actually really loved Gears of War, the first one. Was it the Xbox 360 or?
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I actually loved it. Back in the day, I thought it was great. The visuals, whoa! I was like, damn. So it's gonna be great to go back to that game. It's been a long time, Jarrod, for me. What about you?
Yeah. So this one was kind of funny, because this was a very big surprise for me.
Yes.
Because I thought we were gonna get Gears of War 6. So Gears of War 5 left off on a cliffhanger. And so I've never actually seen a studio ever do this before. This is, like, for me, this has never been done before. I maybe I'm wrong, but I mean, well, I think the closest would have been Metal Gear Solid. That's the closest time that this has happened. After Metal Gear Solid 2, instead of continuing that story, they went back in time for Metal Gear Solid 3, but even that wasn't like this. Like, literally, Gears of War 5 ends on a cliffhanger, and they didn't make Gears of War 6. So that, I thought, was interesting. And then to make it about Emergence Day, which is cool. Like, don't get me wrong, that's super cool. It's just, I was very surprised. And the fact that, like, after, you know, they're all talking about it, and they said they wanted it to be more in tune with the original Gears of War, which, if any of you remember, I can't believe we can say that now. If any of you remember, if any of you are old enough, like, think of that. How scary is that? That, like, the Xbox 360, it's possible that people haven't played on that. That's nuts! But anyway, the original Gears of War was horror-themed. And people tend to forget that, because, like, as the series moved on, it got less and less horror-themed, and more just gory action blockbuster sort of stuff. But the original Gears of War, man, like, do you remember where, like, I forget what they were, those like bat things, where if you went into the darkness, you would just get obliterated. They would just come in.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait, guys. I cannot wait for Gears of War.
So,
and I'm pretty sure it'll be co-op.
Of course. Yeah, of course, 100%.
And you and I will have to do a little bit of a series on that. That'd be cool, guys, to see Jarrod get wrecked and me get destroyed and us trying for 1,000 times.
Talk to Steven about that, and like never forget.
Does Steven even play that? Oh, like, Steven posted comments. He's played 3 games recently. One of them is Paper Mario.
He's been going through the Last of Us. He watched
Steven.
Yeah, he watched
the show and he got hooked.
Yeah, exactly. And he was like, I want to go back and play those again.
He already played the second. So I was still playing, but I thought it was for the. I know he's doing the Paper Mario one.
But anyways, yeah. So Gears of War, he and I, oh my God, we stayed up so late, man, playing those back. Yeah, I know.
The good old days.
And man, I'll never forget the mine cart thing. He was like, "What? Like, are you using your eyes, or are you like using the force to play?" Because it was so like funny. Dying constantly. But anyway,
that's so funny.
So guys, I promise you, we're not going to talk this much about every single game, so don't worry.
No. So, but another big one coming up, and I can't wait because boomer shooters. I used to like I never liked Call of Duty because it was more strategic, more kind of realistic. I liked because you die and you I used to love these type of hexens in Doom. The Dark Ages is coming, guys. This looks amazing. It looks just like your old classic Doom, but just on a modern visuals and theme. And yeah, I can't wait for that bad boy. That's going to be a lot of fun. It usually has player versus player. It has, of course, co-op, but it's going to be a lot of fun. They call it a boomer shooter because that's what we grew up on, Jarrod. Those are the type of shooters and first-person games I used to love back in the day. Not so much your realistic Call of Duties, but yeah, that I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, the trailer was awesome, and I like that. Like this trilogy, this latest Doom trilogy has been outstanding. Like outstanding. So if it's anything like the first two, it's gonna be awesome. And I love how it feels like it's like the first Doom game. Like, and so that's gonna be pretty cool. So that's what the rumors are saying right now, that it like in story wise, it's the first of all the Dooms. And so I'm like, okay, this is gonna be cool,
guys. A lot of prequels,
but this looks awesome. Like, if you like Doom, it just looks awesome.
Yeah. And we would love to give more time to Doom. It's a great series. Everyone highly recommend it, but we have a lot to cover. And yeah, Doom. It's just great to see it on that list. Day one, Xbox, console, and Game Pass. A lot of these are actually, guys. But anyways, Avowed is up next. I don't know much about this game, but I believe it showed it's more of your single player game. So that's quote me in the comments if I'm wrong. It looks interesting. The visual, all these things look amazing visuals. So I don't know much about it, but it looks like I believe it might be new, Jarrod, a new series.
Yeah. So guys, like, there's a couple of these. Like, I mean, we could honestly list some of them right now that like I don't know anything about. Like, so Avowed is one of them that like I simply don't know. Let us know. I mean I know what I saw type of thing, but
but I mean it's not a well established series, guys.
But there's some of these
capitalizing on story though, so it's gonna be a huge story driven game. By the way,
the thing is that one who's making that game?
All right, this year's brace yourself for a chart. Oh, here, let's just it's Obsidian. Okay. Oh my God! How could I forget this? This is the one I've been looking for, Obsidian, because I was looking at the graphics. Now I'm reading the descriptions. Okay. Oh, I remember that, guys. Forgive me. Obsidian's new entertainments. This is one I've been looking for a long time because I'm looking at the graphical thing, and then below we have description. Oh, I got forgive me, guys.
Okay, so
this
Tim,
so what I've been looking forward to.
What we'll do? You go down. I'll read off what it is. You go down.
Yes, exactly.
And make sure, because so you're looking forward to this one.
Oh yes, it's a brand new. I've been having this on my radar for a long time since I saw it. It's just I don't remember the name because I have a lot on my wish list. But this is a Obsidian Entertainment's. It's a brand new. It's supposed to be a heavy story driven game. Very awesome. You guys could of course get the it's supposed to be released this year, by the way. It's Xbox everything day one, and it's supposed to be really heavily story driven. So it's going to be living lands, embrace your wonders, so etc. You guys could see gameplay, but yeah, that's going to be it's going to be interesting, and it looks beautiful, by the way. But we'll see how Obsidian does with but they tend to make excellent games. So I have no issues with but it might be a little buggy, but that's about it. But yeah, that's a great game, dude. I think it's gonna be awesome, and it's a brand new IP too, which is gonna hopefully do well for them.
All right, well, I'll just keep going. Okay, so the next one is the one that I'm curious about, because the next one was the announcement of Diablo 4. What is it? Vessel of Hatred, which is the expansion.
Yes. Highly recommend you guys look at the trailer for that, because one thing about, no matter how negative Blizzard's been over the years, they are still the cream of the crop when it comes to their cinematic trailers or stuff for their games. It's just, they're second to none. Amazing game. It looks like to me, it looks like Diablo himself is coming back, because there's definitely some Diablo silhouette that was in it. At least that's what I took it as. Don't quote me, guys.
I hope so, because Diablo's not in Diablo 4.
Yeah, 4. He's not in it. So it looks like he's going to be coming back. She has a stone. Typical. That's another thing. No disrespect, Blizzard, but come up with some original ideas. It's another thing where she has a stone.
Yeah, but the world stone is
oh my God.
I love this. It's part of the lore, man.
It is part of the lore, but it's like my friend says, how many times are we going to see the same shit over and over again?
Forever.
Yeah, I just giving them a hard time. But yeah, anyways, not much of that. If you're a Diablo 4 fan, besides all the negative stuff about it, you'll be right up your alley, and it's good to be there day one for Game Pass people. Because Diablo 4 is finally there now.
This is the stuff, Tim, that is kind of interesting to me, and that's what I want to watch. Is because right now on a lot of the like Game Pass and stuff like that, you get the base game, but you don't get like all the bells and whistles and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see, like, how does this all evolve,
Yes.
So, and the next one as well, like Flight Simulator 2024. So
that's coming out. That I'm actually looking really for.
So like that, like for Flight Simulator, like this looks like it's based on the last release that they just did. Is this a 2024 like expansion, like an update?
Yeah. Oh, well, let's take first. It takes the skies November 19th on all new. It's an all new, so it's not
okay. All right, interesting. Okay.
All new Flight Simulator, and it actually looks beautiful. Flight Simulator, believe it or not, has been a long, ongoing series for Microsoft, and it's been extremely successful. Believe it or not, people, there's a lot of people who like this type of game, and I'm going to actually play it for the first time. There's another one on Game Pass now I'll probably dabble in, but I'm really looking forward to it because it actually looks beautiful. Okay. So it is coming out this year. It's going to be on PC and Xbox Series X and S on November 19th. So you guys all have on Game Pass and console.
So and now
cloud on day one too, if you don't want to install.
Okay, the next one is the one that you got to really read, because it is the latest expansion to World of Warcraft.
Yeah, that's
so now. Wait, now what? Like, is World of Warcraft coming to Game Pass?
Yeah, it looks like. By the way, thinking of which, are you going to get it? Is the question.
Well, it depends on what. That's what I'm asking. Like, what does it say in the breakdown for that game?
Let's look. Let's look. I see everything, but where the F is? Wow, they don't list it here.
Yeah, because I don't think...
Oh, here it is.
Like, I'd be surprised.
Call of Darkness on August... so the Call of Darkness call is on August 26th with World of Warcraft: The War Within. Blizzard's 10th World of Warcraft expansion in the opening chapter of the most ambiguous story arc in the game's near 20-year history is set to launch on the 26th upcoming expansion. The first of three of the World Soul saga will draw. Okay, etc. All right, it has a cost. Don't watch it. Oh, so it doesn't look like it's going to be free. Okay.
Yeah, that's
so. Don't miss out on this layer. With the available through battle. It doesn't really say.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what I thought.
Oh, it says PC via BattleNet.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so that's what I thought.
So it's not coming to Game Pass yet, guys, but I'm pretty sure once they get through some technical hurdles, I'm pretty sure it's kind of late for them to do that because that'd be pretty ambiguous, right? I'm pretty sure that this will come to Game Pass one day. But right now, it's PC via battle.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay, and it's just because like you'll see, there's a couple of third-party games that are here too, and they're not coming to Game Pass. Like I'm like, so, but you'll see as we go through. I'm sure I'm right. I'm sure they're not coming to Game Pass. Okay, so the next one is Dragon Age, and what's happening with Dragon Age?
Because
Dragon Age is an EA game.
Yes, it is. This is huge. As coming to hold on, tell sir, because it is coming to Game Pass, I believe here, and that's huge. I love.
But is
Dragon
it? Check,
here it is.
Check to see. Oh, interesting. So here we got the details. It will meet the first time the new trailer. Check it out. It's actually good. It's kind of comedic. It comes to Xbox Series X and S. See developers' website for other platforms. So it doesn't talk about Game Pass. Yeah, so it's not. That's what I thought. Okay, so this is not Game Pass. The next game, Assassin's Creed Shadows, guaranteed that's not Game Pass either.
Let's look. Matter of fact, it's right here. Yeah. See, I told you guys not everything's going to be for Game Pass PC, but this is for Xbox Series S. X and S, and see developers' website for other platforms.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, what did you think about this? I think it looks pretty cool, actually. I like it, but there's some issues with some of the lore.
Yeah,
we already discovered.
We spoke about that like 2 weeks ago or whatever. But
for
me, I mean, I haven't played Assassin's Creed now in ages, and honestly, I don't really care. Like, it's just whatever. All right, Stalker 2.
Oh, this one's going to be
the heart of Chernobyl.
Yeah. This one is a one that my friend is buddy's really looking forward to. And here we go. So it is Xbox Series X, S, Windows PC, or play it on day one with Game Pass. See?
Nice.
So
good.
And that's good because this is one of the reasons why my buddy is going to get Game Pass. This is a Stalker 2 is one of the games that they're looking forward to. I can't wait for this. I will be there day one, and then of course see the developers' website for other platforms. I'm pretty sure it'll come for Steam and etc. That's a big one, guys. That's a big one for Game Pass, by the way. It's going to be a big game. All right. Oh, Jarrod, the next one. Say it.
Age of Mythology Retold.
Oh, I can't play. Age of Mythology is on Game Pass right now, guys. I'm pretty sure it's on console. That's one of the series I love strategy games. I don't play it. I love them. Yeah, they're some of my favorite. And of course, it's coming for Xbox Game Pass XS, Windows PC, Steam, Cloud, or play it on day one on Game Pass. So yeah, it is on all platforms. Again, like I told you, Microsoft's smart. They know you're not going to eliminate or potential sales by being exclusives. I guess surprised they don't do some like 6-month exclusives, but hey, Microsoft's about making money, guys, and that's a smart way to handling it.
Yeah, and they also have, like, let's not forget, they do have exclusives, right? Like their Gears of War and stuff like that. It's not going anywhere. This next one that I'm about to talk about is...
Oh, but before you go, though, did you ever play this series?
Yeah, of course.
Or no?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah. Yeah,
oh,
it's just right now I'm not sure with everything that's on this list, man. I don't even know what gonna have time for.
Oh, but next up to this one. Well, we already had this announcements, but go ahead.
Yeah, Fable. So we don't really know. It's kind of funny with Fable because that was such an interesting series, and I don't know why it's taken so long to come back.
Yeah, and they made the announcement. Remember that interesting trailer or teaser with that giant some time ago? Yeah. But yeah, they did more now. Now we get actually who's the hero and more gameplay footage. So I mean, I'm there. I loved the original Fables, guys. They were great games, and I can't wait for the Xbox Series X, S, Windows PC, Steam, or play it on day one on Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, 100%. That's a Microsoft series. Now, the next one, I need your help because I have no idea what mixtape is.
Oh, here, mixtape is actually... It looks kind of interesting. Mixtape. Oh, there's some other announcements. There it is. Okay, mixtape. nothing but the hits coming in 2025. Xbox Series XS, Xbox One. Oh, wait, Xbox One fans, which is kind of rare. PC, Windows PC, cloud, or play it on day one on Game Pass. See developers' website for other platforms. So this is third party. It is from Beethoven and Dinosaur, award-winning developers of The Artful Escape. Oh, so it's kind of like here comes mixtape. On their last night of high school, three friends embark on one more adventure together en route to the final party together. A perfect curated playlist draws them to a dreamlike reenactment of their formative memories. So it's like immerse yourself in a teenage wasteland, playing through various narrative vintage, exploring the pivotal moments that shape them. It's a story delivered through a mixtape of comedic, joyful gameplay and skateboarding and flying that takes taking photos after hours embarking on it. So it kind of looks like it's just like a whole kind of mixture of different things. It blends gameplay, narrative, and music. So it kind of looks like your music type thing, guys. So that's good. It does have a trailer as well. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna probably check it out just for fun. But is that type of game that you'd be interested in, Jarrod?
I'll have to check it out. I honestly,
it looks like it's more of a kind of like a musical kind of thing, kind of gameplay. I think you might like it. But anyways, it is definitely coming. It has including featuring music from Devo, Roxy Music, Lush, the Smashing Pumpkins, Iggy Pop, and a bunch of other Banshees, Joy Division, and more. So yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a kind of your musical stuff. Those are very popular. So there you go, you guys. Look forward to mixtape. It comes on everything. So you're definitely gonna probably want to check that out. That's kind of your jam.
Okay, and the next one you don't need to read. The next one is one that, man, I wanted that to be so awesome on the Xbox 360, but alas. And finally, it is Perfect Dark. And we got the announcement, I think it was last year or the year before or something like that, with like a micro teaser. But this, we finally saw gameplay, and it is exactly what I wanted when Microsoft purchased Rare. It's what I wanted that Perfect Dark to be. Perfect Dark Zero, basically.
Guys, check out the gameplay because it looks amazing. No, excuse me, no info on anything though, like when it's gonna be released. But
it's gonna be a while.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while. But anyways, it looks amazing, but it's not from Rare, so. Oh
no, God no! I knew it wasn't. Yeah, no, I knew that was Rare is pretty much dead. They barely do anything these days. But the thing with Perfect Dark is like it's like a mix between like, it's got that like spy stuff that you'd expect from the original N64, Perfect Dark and GoldenEye, but they also mixed it with Mirror's Edge, and that
they did. Yeah,
that I like, because Mirror's Edge, man, that was badass. I wish that series was more popular. That whole parkour like thing was so cool, man. I got the collector's edition right over there, and it's
I'm really looking
awesome.
To this. It doesn't say what platforms it comes.
Oh no! Perfect Dark, you can confirm that's day one with Game Pass. Yeah, it's Microsoft
Xbox,
owned. Yeah, 100%.
And I'm pretty sure it'll be on Steam. And
okay, what is this next one? Because we got to speed it up a bit here. Expedition 33.
Oh, that's a one I'm really looking forward to. Here, let me go through the. It is is an upcoming reactive turn-based RPG that will transport you to the new world inspired by France's so it's a period famous for its stunning and lavish contribution to the country's renowned culture of art. So it's a strategy game, turn-based RPG, guys. Cannot wait for it. It looks awesome. Look at the trailer. It definitely Xbox Series XS or play it on day one on Game Pass. Ooh, it looks like see the developer's website for the platform. So it doesn't list Steam, so that's kind of interesting. So it might be kind of looks like it might be kind of exclusive to Microsoft for a bit or something like that. But yeah, it's a turn-based RPG. I love RPGs, so that's gonna be something.
We got to keep going, man. We got to keep going. We're gonna run out of time here. So South of Midnight is next?
South of Midnight. That looks beautiful, by the way. It's Xbox XS, Windows PC, Steam Cloud, or play on day one Xbox Game Pass. It's a beautiful third-person action adventure game from We Happy Few Creatures. So it's actually, it comes next year. So you meet, it's just basically, it's an action adventure. Check out the gameplay, guys. We're short on time, but it looks awesome. It looks like it's going to be a keeper or a winner for sure.
All right. Then
it's magical and all that.
We've got the Starfield's next big update, Shattered Space, and
we don't have to. Yeah, that's awesome.
For me, I really don't care anymore.
What?
Yeah, I had fun.
Blasphemy.
I had fun with the game, but it was no Elder Scrolls or Fallout. It was just it was okay. I don't even care enough to go back and play that. It looks cool, but yeah. That's it. That's all I got.
All right. But anyways, if you guys like the game, you have definitely that to look forward to. And I'm pretty sure it'll bring a lot of great things to the game. The next one, though, I'm really looking forward to.
Go ahead. What is it?
State of Decay 3. Open world zombie survival game state reveal trailer. Check that out. That's going to be awesome, guys. It's today Xbox Game Studios Undead Labs revealed a new trailer. So it's going to be open world. I love open world games. I love survival games, so that's going to be my cup of tea. So it's going to be great. It doesn't really give any kind of information on release date, unfortunately. But yeah, it'll be definitely Game Pass day one and all that kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure it's going to be on Windows platform and Steam as well.
So then we got Wu Chang Fallen Feathers.
Wu Chang this year. Interesting one. Looks like it's going to be great.
You can tell that Tim is the optimistic one here. Every game, you're it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. It's gonna be amazing.
Well, it looks awesome, right? So it's on Xbox XS, PC, and play it on day one of Game Pass. See the developer's website for more. It's kind of like a Souls-like. So Souls-likes are really popular right now, guys. So it's an action RPG. Launches day one on all Xbox stuff. It is a Ming Dynasty, if you guys are into that reference. And then, yeah, it's a Souls-like. So if you like your Soul-likes, guys, Fallen Feathers will be your cup of tea.
Next one, I personally don't have anything to say. It's the Elder Scrolls Online Gold Road.
Okay, that's an expansion to the our MMO. So if you guys love that, you're definitely look forward to that. We won't cover. That's really not a new game. It's just an expansion. So
yeah, there's a couple of them that are like that. Yeah. The next one, I'm looking forward to just because it's a remake of one of the best games ever made, which is Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, which is a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3. Again, not much to really say except that's going to be awesome, and that will absolutely not be on Game Pass.
Let me look.
No way.
No. Xbox Series X and S, and see developer's website for other platforms. So that's unfortunate, but who knows? It might be on Game Pass, but definitely not day one.
And the next one is one I'm playing right now, actually. It's Fallout 76 Skyline Valley. So they're not expansions. These aren't expansions. These are really game updates. Yeah, and this is the first time that they've done an update to the main map. So my understanding, because I'm relatively new to this, is that they had a whole bunch of different events and stuff like that, but they were separate pieces of content that were not on Appalachia itself. So the fact that this one is pretty cool. And I won't spoil it or anything. I just started, but it's very. I
gotta join you again, dude.
Yeah, man, and I got the cool weapons now and stuff. I've got
Jarrod. Yeah, he's hardcore, guys. He's hardcore.
Yeah, I think I'm level 80 now, or something.
Oh, nice.
Slowly getting there, slowly. But anyways, I just started the storyline. Very cool stuff. So, dude, go download that. It's it's pretty sweet. Life is Strange Double Exposure. Never really played the Life is Strange series, so I don't really have much to say. Not sure.
And It comes with Xbox XS and PC, Windows PC. So we'll be on Microsoft Store, but not a Game Pass thing anyways. But still, hey, it's a game for consoles.
Yeah.
And PC as well.
Sea of Thieves was next. I guess another expansion.
Yeah.
Or update or whatever.
It doesn't even really list anything here for it. Must have been pretty low key, but yeah, Sea of Thieves just probably reminding people that it's still around, which still does really well. Yeah, there's no mention on here at all.
Okay, well, obviously that is 100% Game Pass.
Here it is. Sea of Thieves Season 13 update.
Yeah, okay.
Being bad can sometimes feels good. Okay, so Xbox S, XS, Xbox One, PC, Steam, Cloud, PlayStation 5, and Game Pass become a villain. So you basically can now become a villain, which I thought
you were kind of already a villain, but whatever.
And it arrives July 25th next month, guys, as a free update for all players on Xbox, PC, and PlayStation 5. Well, first mention PlayStation. All right, perfect. And there's some more information about the Shattered Space where we went through there. All right, next up.
What is Atomfall?
This I'm really looking forward to, guys. Let me the verbiage for you. Again, another survival type thing, which I love. Survive, explore, and uncover the truth of Atomfall. Look at the trailer, guys. It is a British type thing. It looks awesome because you are set in the rolling British countryside. So you have some pubs and quaint villages and red phone boxes, kind of very British. And it's created by Rebellion, the makers of the much-loved Sniper Elite and Zombie Army franchises. Is inspired by a real-world nuclear disaster that occurred in northern England in 1959. So look that, guys, up for your history buffs. It follows a fictional storyline. Wow, fictional, but it's still where you find yourself quarantine zone for 5 years after the event. Explore the countryside, villages, and settlements to meet odd people, wicked cults, rogue government agencies, and others along the way. Explore open world. Adventure to seek out the truth at your own pace. Single-player survival action game. Which is interesting because most of these survival games are co-op, so it's going to be nice to have a change of plan. Atomfall blends post-war Britain with Cold War propaganda, folklore, horror, and elements of classic British sci-fi to create an immersive and thrilling gameplay experience. Atomfall will launch in 2025, coming to Game Pass Day 1. It'll also be available on Xbox Series XS, Xbox One. Hey, there we go. Xbox One fans and PC. The studio will be revealing more about Atomfall soon. Find out. All right. It looks great. Can't wait.
All right. The next one looked pretty damn cool. I remember this. Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn.
Oh, yeah, let's get some verbiage about that. So many good games, guys. So many good games.
This one was cool. This one looked cool.
Yes, it arrives, excuse me, with a bang on July 18th. Xbox Series XS, Xbox One. Hey, good for them. PC, Windows PC, or play on day one on Game Developers website for other platforms. So day one, guys, for Game Pass. Can't wait. The long return. Developer of A44 is almost here. During the show, we announced it was set to the Blizzard world of. I have no idea what this is about, but it's expert. It's a Flintlock weapons expert on a quest to kill the rampaging gods that have invaded her world. Blending,
it's an action game.
Souls mechanics with brutal, fast-paced combat.
Yeah, it looked like it just looked like I remember the name. It looked like it
looks cool, actually.
Yeah, like a cool action game. Okay, only a couple left, guys. We've got Winterboro.
Winterboro, where's that?
Yeah, that I don't recall.
I don't remember seeing that.
We're all counting on Tim here.
Oh, Winterboro. Where is this? Oh, here it is. Oh, it's a small indie game. This one, actually, I kind of thought I looked pretty cool, actually. It's a cozy survival. Again, another survival game, which is up my alley. But this one's a cozy. So anyone who knows what cozy means, when they mean by gaming, is think of Animal Crossing. Really no combat, no stress, kind of your leisure, like Stardew Valley. It's inspired by the love of nature. Xbox XS, Xbox One, PC player, or play on day one on Game Pass. See developers' website for more. Platform. Build your own dream burrow and explore the charming snow-covered covered open world in Wintersboro, a cozy woodland survival game, etc., etc. So basically, you're a little mouse. You spend your days adventuring through the brusque environments and search for your lost collect up resources to restore your childhood barrel. Okay, yeah, it's kind of like reminds me of Stardew Valley, not per se, but kind of like that theme. So you guys, anyone who loves cozy games, it's up to you. Now up next though, go Jarrod. This one is
okay. So yeah, two more. Frag Punk.
Okay, Frag Punk explodes onto the show. Xbox Series XS, Windows PC. See developers on other platforms. So it's not a Game Pass one. It is looking forward to a competitive first-person shooter. This looks amazing because it has like a card element. It is a frantic squad-based 5 versus 5 hero shooters where you set the rules and games every new round by activating power-up cards. Very interesting. If you guys look at highly recommend looking at it. Hero shooters are on an uproar right now, guys. Huge amount of them are coming. Marvel Rivals, to name one, etc. This one I'm highly looking forward to because I love these type of games, and the fact they put card mechanics to change things up. And you'll look in there, like this one person puts a green card like that does a bunch of foliage that does camouflage where it's hard to see, and they do ambush attacks. So yeah, cool. There's 70 shard cards, 10 heroes, and 14 weapons, and 4 maps at launch. So it comes out today, but it looks like it's this year. So yeah, can't wait. It's gonna be fun.
All right, and finally we have Mecha Break.
Mecha Break, which is very Japanese kind of mech themed games. Xbox Series XS, Windows, and C developers website. So it doesn't come Game Pass. Mecha Break is a multiplayer mech-based shooter, which I tend to like, by the way. They're kind of cool. The gameplay mechanic visuals look good. Allows players to choose from a variety of mechs, customize their appearances. Basically, if you're familiar with these type of games, it's pretty much standard fare. And battle colossal war machines on a treacherous terrain. Prepare adrenaline. It is for the upcoming August closed beta test on Xbox Series X, so not S, by the way. The highlighted game mode will be a 6 versus 6 battlefield mode, working together. All right, so yeah, it's basically your mech. It's up to 60 players, though. This is interesting. In a player versus environment versus P mode, so player versus environment and player versus player. It's gonna be interesting. What do you think, Jarrod? Is this something you kind of like?
Honestly, with everything, it's lower, obviously, on the list there. With everything else,
yeah, me too. But I think it'll be, I think it'll be something maybe to check out. But it's on Game Pass, so I don't know if I would buy it, but we'll see.
But yeah, so guys, that's pretty much everything. What's amazing with that whole list is just like what 90%, maybe more, 93%. Or 95% are coming to Game Pass day one. I'm telling you, it's going to be mighty interesting to see what happens in the next, I'd say, like 18 months, something like that. Is going to be really interesting to see.
Oh yeah, you guys have to remember, this is just this. There's a lot of stuff every week and month coming to Game Pass now. So this is just the big hitters, but yeah, we should actually try to cover that every podcast what's coming, because yeah, the service is well worth the money. I know people like, oh, I want to own it, but like again, you don't own anything digital. Even on Steam, you're entitled to a license, but it can be revoked at any time, and you don't get a refund. So you don't own anything digital. So this whole argument about that, and what I love about it is if it ever leaves Game Pass, guys, you literally can buy it at a discount. So it's literally, it's a non-issue. I love when people love to do that argument, but it's invalid because again, digital is weird or different from physical, and yeah. So we've talked about that to death, but yeah, I don't see it being an issue. You can always buy it at the end of the day, even if it leaves Game Pass. So.
And so that's it, folks. That's all of our impressions on a lot of these games coming out. A lot of cool stuff looking forward to. I was very surprised we did not see not even the handheld, man. I was going to say Rare's game that they've been working on.
Yeah, what are they working on besides? It's like,
I don't remember what it was called. It was like a forest that was changing and stuff, and had multiple characters, and it just vanished, man.
Maybe if they scrapped it, or it's just something that they want to save for next year's.
Oh, it's been a few years, man, already. I think it's likely
canned. Yeah. Well, just like Blizzard's, they've been working on it for 6 years. Their new IP, a long time open world survival game that they were working on, that got canned when Microsoft after the buy. It was probably going to be canned anyways. But that's because sometimes these developers get a project and it's a little bit too ambitious, and they don't really, after years they don't really have anything to show for it, so they're like, okay, scrap it. So
yeah,
it could be that, who knows? But it would be nice to see Rare do something besides Sea of Thieves. And no disrespect, a lot of people love Sea of Thieves, but like, what are they doing other than that?
I don't know, but if you want to find out, join us on our continued podcast, and I'm going to wrap it up right here. Thank you all for watching. Let us know in the comments what you thought of Microsoft's event. And
I think it was great.
I do too. So we'll catch you next week, everyone. Take care.
Take care.